Stage 1 of the new Sapper player is full of confusion but fun. While they might suck at the game, and will strictly stick to barricades only, they're having lots of fun. There's not much else to say about Stage 1. At this point, they have a few hours and have learned the ropes. They still rarely or just never use any other building except for the barricade, and if they're new to the game completely they might have garbage settings. However, it doesn't stop their fun. At this point, the Sapper player is pretty decent, hopefully, and they're very confident in what they do. Now not many Sappers get that toxic because they can carry the team 90% of the time, and this is getting too long. I'll discuss the next stage. At this point, the Sapper player is becoming good. It might have almost every Sapper item, or almost does. A few might become toxic, but it's very rare to find.
At this point, the Sapper player might become toxic. It isn't guaranteed, as I don't see many toxic Sapper players. I'd say players who stuck to Sapper from the start might not be toxic, but if they're a player who has played other classes for a long amount of time before, they might become toxic. The Sapper player is becoming pretty good at the game, however. Something I believe every class main and G&B player goes through is anger and or toxicity. For the Sapper it's difficult. Many people say that the Sapper clutched, or Sapper sold, or maybe they just have terrible teammates. It doesn't have to be vocal anger, it just has to be anger that could make them leave or retire the class. $150 to $300 hours is quite a lot, isn't it? For some, it might be no, but for a Sapper player at this level it's quite a lot. At this point they've been playing Sapper only. They rarely play any other classes because Sapper was so fun. But now at this point they just play Sapper because that's what they've been doing for 300 hours. After trying to branch out to other classes, it didn't work or just didn't hit right. After playing Sapper for so many hours, they grew a defensive mindset. But every class isn't defensive and just wasn't having fun, so they might take a break for a while. At this point, the Sapper player has came back to the Sapper class and had extreme amounts of fun. Even if you think you're at stage 10, you will eventually want to take a break, eventually. At this point, the Sapper main is very good at the game, and they will keep playing for days and days.